Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is narcissistic behaviours that are going to frustrate the hell out of you, that are going to get you to react and possibly react in a very negative way to the narcissist, to which the narcissist is then going to suddenly turn around and play the victim and blame everything on you, to the point where you end up apologising to them and working harder to please them, and they get their needs met by you. So number one is they're going to refuse to do things for you, and they might just turn around and claim that you're not in charge of them because they believe they're in charge of you. This is simple things, breaking down simple things within the dynamics of any relationship, helping each other out, doing things for each other, doing things that perhaps the other person doesn't enjoy doing, finding that middle ground, that 50-50. And we can all have moments where somebody will ask us to do something and we just don't feel like doing it. However, with a narcissist, they will ask you and they expect you to do it. And if you don't do it for them, they're going to guilt trip you into doing it for them. They're going to make you feel bad for not doing something for them. However, they don't feel bad not doing something for you. They just put it off, or they just accuse you of being too demanding. Narcissistic people are incredibly entitled people, therefore they expect to be waited on. However, they shouldn't have to do anything for you. The only time your narcissist is going to do something for you is when they can use it against you. What about yesterday when I did this for you? It's their sense of entitlement and their exploitative behaviour. They are willing to do things for you that they can use against you to exploit you later down the line, to avoid doing things for you. However, they expect you to always drop whatever you're doing and do things for them. 2, they lie, and they lie a lot. They can lie about little things, they can lie about medium things, they can lie about big things, and they get offended when you don't believe them. When they lie, when they outright lie to you, and you have evidence that it's a lie, they're going to turn around and say, how can you of all people not believe me? Don't you trust me? How can you not trust me? You must have trust issues. And then they twist it straight onto how somehow it's your fault that they lied to you. And this gets you into that argument with them. This gets you into that, well, you might as well just be talking to a brick wall because they're not listening to you. The more you try and explain to them, the more you try and show them that they're lying, the more they're going to double down to frustrate you, to gain a reaction from you so that they can blame you. The more they're going to accuse you of being sensitive, the more they're going to start insulting you to offend you. And then when you naturally get upset, they're going to accuse you of being too sensitive. Or they will go all out to cause more intrigue, to get you going, to wind you up. They will outright lie to you and then blame you for why they had to lie to you. I didn't tell you because I knew you'd act like this, right after they've provoked you into acting in a normal manner to the given situation, even if it's abnormal behaviour for you. When in reality, if they hadn't have lied to you or behaved in a manner where they needed to lie to you, you wouldn't be acting in the way you are to them. They don't let you talk. They only let you talk if they can use it against you. They don't let you have a genuine conversation with them about anything. They just twist the conversation onto how you are to blame for something, or they change the topic of conversation onto just how amazing they are, or just how they've been the victim. It's very frustrating when you can't get your thoughts, feelings, or opinions across, and you need to distance yourself from those who accuse you of causing an argument every time you try to get your thoughts, feelings, or opinions across, because they don't want to listen to you. They want you to shut up so that they can continue doing what they're doing because they lack the empathy to care for you. Mutter under their breath when you do have an opinion that doesn't match their own. They might mutter something under their breath, which is their sheer arrogance, especially if they don't actually know anything about the subject. You can have a career in one field and a narcissist can have a career in a completely different field. However, they will claim to know more about your job than you do. If you have people above you, they will claim to know more about your job than those above you because they believe they already know everything. And if they don't know everything, that will somehow be your fault. So they might just mutter under their breath. And if you ask them, they'll just turn around and say, oh, nothing. Or they might just start, once they've said their point, they might just start humming away to themselves, singing away to themselves, storming out. The narcissist stonewalling. We can all get to a point of frustration where we storm out, to which a narcissist will feel smug that you've stormed out, and they will blame you of being the grumpy one, the mardy one, the ignorant one. However, they feel very entitled to storm out when the conversation isn't going how they want because you have evidence on a lie that they don't want to be found out about. Therefore, they storm out and fall silent to avoid communicating about it so that they can blame you for it. You're then going to be left feeling frustrated or bad and chase them. Try and have that conversation with them that they're not interested in having with you. They simply just fall silent on you, which can be incredibly confusing, painful and frustrating. When they have a willingness, a tendency to repeatedly fall silent on you, that's who they are as a person, and we have to learn to respect their silence and don't talk to them again, because 9 times out of 10 a narcissist is expecting you to chase them, and when you don't, they won't communicate with you. They might communicate with those around you to provoke that reaction from you. They might start saying to those around you, oh, isn't so-and-so grumpy today? Isn't so-and-so in a bad mood? I don't know what I've done to offend so-and-so. And that is when you have to literally stay out of it. They're trying to divide and conquer. They're trying to triangulate you. Just continue speaking to the other person in a normal manner. Don't let the narcissist bring you down to their level. You can perhaps say to other people, when is willing to speak about on what the conversation is about, I shall happily talk to them. But while ever they're shutting me down over this, there is no point in communicating with them. So you can state the fact to other people. If you live with them, stay safe. Some narcissistic people, well, all narcissistic people are going to take this as a personal attack. They're going to see this as you've one-upped them, and they're going to double down and try to get you back. Narcissistic people cause intrigue within you. They like having their little secrets. They enjoy having secrets. They enjoy knowing something that you don't know. They enjoy knowing things that other people don't know. And they've no intention of telling you, they've no intention of you finding out, which is why if you do find out and try to communicate with them, they turn around and lie to you, or they change the topic of conversation on you, or they start humming and pretending not to hear you, or they fall silent on you because they don't want you to know what they know. They like to believe that they are special and that they are privileged to special information that you know nothing about, even though that information often concerns you and stops you making a choice that is right for you. Instead, it leads you into a path of making choices that are right for the narcissist. And it's very frustrating when people keep secrets of things that you need to know. This can cause you to actually start looking for answers, to which a narcissist is then going to accuse you of not trusting them and going through their things. The narcissist will always play the victim to the reality they created and blame you. They're very self-absorbed. It's all about them. It's all about them getting their needs met. It's all about them doing what they want to do. And if you ask them for help in something, they're going to refuse to give you that help. Yet if you don't ask them for help, they're going to tell you, due to their arrogance, of how they would have done it much better than you'd have done it, than you have done it. Or they're going to turn around and claim, well, why didn't you come to me? You know I'd help you. Yet the last time you went to them, they've made you feel so bad for asking them for help and didn't help you that you've learned not to go for them. Yet when you don't go to them, they play the victim, because nothing is ever their fault in their minds. It's always somebody else's fault. You can ask them for help and they might just turn around and say, oh, go and book somebody else, go and bother somebody else. This is getting boring now. Yet when they come to you with their double standards, when they come to you and you're busy with something, they don't respect that. They just turn around and accuse you of being selfish, of being awkward, of being stubborn, of not being there for them. Then you get into that natural defense where you start to try and explain and justify yourself to them, and then you can end up feeling like the narcissistic one that says, just give me 5 minutes, or what about last time when I helped you do this? What about when you didn't? And then you feel like you're being the narcissistic one, and they've got you into that place where they've reversed the roles so that they can play the victim, so that you're the one that's left feeling guilty, so that you're the one that's left changing who you are as a person to serve who they are as a person. There's lots of different things narcissistic people do to bug you while accusing you of bugging them. Any you've noticed, please add into the comments. Narcissistic people are going all out to cause frustration, anger, resentment within you, so that they don't have to face the reality of what they're doing to you. Thank you very much for listening, and thank you to all the returning subscribers for your continued support with the channel. It is greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.